Hello guys, good morning. It is morning, it is very early in the morning. Um, and this morning we are going to be um, making a breakfast cake. If you don't know what is a breakfast cake, it is a spice cake. And I bet that right now you have all these ingredients at home and you can do this cake too. Um, my grandson loves it. My husband loves it. We're going to have it with coffee. And of course, my grandson is going to have it with a glass of milk or whatever he chooses to drink. Guys, sorry, like I said, it's very early. Um, I have my recipe here. I got my notebook. This is where I keep all my recipes. I have a lot of them here. So for the morning cake, this is what you're going to need. And I know that you have this in your cabinets right now. You're going to need a cup of self-rising all-purpose flour, or in some states they call it cup of self-rising flour. But basically, if you look it up, it's the same thing. All-purpose flour. So 1 cup of sugar, 1 cup of brown sugar, 2 tablespoons of cinnamon. You know, you have the teaspoon and then you have a tablespoon, which is the big size up. You're going to need 2 tablespoons of cinnamon, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, and half a teaspoon of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of ground clove, 4 large eggs, half a cup of oil, 1 cup of walnuts or pecan or whatever nuts you choose to use. So let's go. I don't want to forget. I don't have my glasses on either. Okay, let's see. 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, 1 teaspoon. Half a teaspoon. Okay, guys. Yes. And you can bake this in a 9 by 13. I'm going to be using 2 round pins. Meanwhile, when you put your ingredients together, preheat your oven at 350 degrees. So guys, let's put this together. As you guys can see, I have everything here. Oh, and by the way, pass your flour through your sifter, okay? So you're going to do that. Now, that's where I have my flour. In a separate bowl, you're going to add your oil, and I did not mix the oil right because it's a half a cup of oil and I did 1/4 cup because I thought about the box cakes. That's what they call 1/4 cup. So let me get my whole cup of oil and I'll be right back. Remember, half a cup of oil. I will put the recipe in the description box, guys, like I always do. All my recipes for these videos are in the description box. Feel free to try them and let me know how you like them, because guys, a spice cake is really good for the fall. You start smelling the smell of the spices, cinnamon, clove, nutmeg, and etc., whatever you use. And fall is the best time of the year. I do a lot of baking. I have never posted them before, but guys, I do a lot of baking. I do sweet potato pie, pumpkin pie, you name it, I do it. Banana nut bread, pumpkin nut bread. I make them all. So guys, let me pause you. Let me get my oil measure right and I'll be right back. Guys, this video is part of an open collaboration. Every Sunday you could come and take part with us. This is hosted by a group of lovely ladies, and myself, Deborah, Cabassa, Home Living, Buckeye Girls, Wrist and Things, the Grace Life DIY home decor, and we have a new lady that she's taking part with us. I will place her name in my description box below. So guys, join us. It's every Sunday. Post a video at 7 p.m. of whatever you're making, and just use the hashtag quick and easy meals, and please link our channels in your description box. Guys, in the bowl you're going to combine, you have a cup of oil, and I suggest for you to use a hand whisk. I mean, because it's flour, it's self-rising flour, and you don't want it to be tough. So you're going to combine your cup of white granulated sugar and your brown sugar. Okay, you're going to mix those ingredients together. And then in there, you're going to combine your eggs one at a time. And make sure everything mixed together. In this case, does not call for water or milk, just the ingredients that I gave you. So remember, the eggs one at a time and combine them together. I'm going to do that and I'll be right back. All right, guys, I did that with the eggs. See, it's pretty wet. In here, you're going to add your spices that I have mentioned. Like I said, I will put that in the description box. Stir really good. Make sure that all your spices are well stirred. You don't want to be stuck on your bowl. And then to this mix, we're going to add our flour. Guys, when you live in a big house and move to a space, the bird is having space. So you're going to add your flour. Like I said, 1 cup of flour, slowly. And then make sure you combine your flour. So guys, I'm going to combine my flour and I'll be right back. All right, guys, my flour is combined really good. Do not over stir. And if you do, stir it slowly, because you know how flour is. The more you stir it, the tough it gets. That's why we add the baking powder and the baking soda. Then to that, like I said, you could add whatever walnut you choose. So I'm adding a couple of walnuts. I mean, you could add whatever nuts you choose, pecans, walnuts. I don't know about pistachio, but you could use whatever butter you want. And if you want the cake to be bigger because you have guests or whatever, just double the ingredients. Okay, there it is. That's what the batter looks like. Okay, so I'm going to be placing it in my pan. And guys, you're going to bake it at 350 degrees for 25 to 30 minutes until done. And then from there, we're going to have a piece. So let me scrape this in my pan, and I will bring you back when it's almost done to show you what it looks like. Well, guys, while the cake is baking, I'm going to enjoy myself a nice cup of coffee with some caramel creamer. Yeah, and wait for the cake to come out of the oven. So, what are you drinking? coffee, tea. Some people like to drink soda in the morning or juice. So, well, guys, I'll be back and I'll show you what the cake looks like. And I gotta do something with all of this. I'm so tired, guys. I have my grandson he's been here for a week. We've been taking him to the mall, to the stores to buy his school clothing, school supplies. Been going to bed between 1:30 and 2 o'clock in the morning, getting up early, making breakfast, etc., etc. But he's my only grandson, and yeah, he's spoiled. But guys, this year he's spending his own money. My grandson worked all summer long. He made over $2,000, and he's been buying his school clothes. We have been teaching him the value of money since he's little. And yeah, guys, if you have a grandchild, you can spoil them. You could spoil them, but in a way that you give them what they need and not what they want, because you teach them that when they get to a certain age, they have to get a job, and then they buy what they want with their own money. As grandparents and parents to our kids, I raised my kids to giving them what they needed, not what they wanted. Yeah, for their birthdays, I bought them video games with my husband, etc. But I did not spoil them in a way I did not teach them the value of money. We taught them the value of money since they were young. And let me tell you, nowadays I see kids throwing tantrums in the store because they don't get what they want. My kids will miss, if my kids ever behave like that, all I have to do is this. Give them the look. There's no need to hit a child. You sit down with them, you talk to them, you explain to them why you cannot give them what they want. You know? Because, guys, money's not easy to come by. Money's not easy. Anyways, enough rambling about that. But yeah, guys, I'll be back and show you the cake with the end results. Well, I don't know if you can see what it looks like, but guys, it smells divine in here. So I don't want to open the door because I don't want the heat to come out. But yeah, guys, my house smells like fall and I love it. All right, guys, I will be right back. Well, the cake is done. It took exactly 25 minutes. So now I'm going to demold and put it on my cooling rack, my cake cooling rack, and then I'm going to top it up with some powdered sugar, or maybe I'll do whipping cream, and my husband could have his whipping cream with it, and yeah, and his bacon and sausage, and so is my grandson. So guys, I comb my hair, I put a little bit of powder. So anyway, guys, I'll be right back. Well, guys, the cake is done. My house smells divine. And this is my breakfast cake, my morning glory cake, however you want to name it. Guys, here it is. Spice cake. So guys, now I'm going to I don't know, I'm gonna make some whipping cream. I'm gonna leave it on the side. My husband could top it off his one, but I am going to sprinkle it with some powdered sugar. Yeah, guys. So try this recipe and let me know how you like it. I know you're going to love it. All right, guys, be kind to one another. Don't forget to smile. Overall, stay safe, stay healthy. And remember, guys, God loves you and Debbie also loves you too. It will be into the next one. Bye-bye, guys.